Welcome, welcome everyone to another day of build. We are in build number 58. We are working on our arm stamina. So I actually only have a set of 8-pound dumbbells that I'm going to be using today. There's even a chance I might need to go a little lighter, holding that open for possibility. We're going to be on another 1-minute timer, and we're going to have 20-second transition stretches that we can look forward to coming along. You'll need a box or a chair or a bench for tricep dips. If dips don't work for you, you can do kickbacks. So every arm set is going to be 1 minute. You might have to stop, take a little second, and then just re-enter in to try to finish the minute. Let's see, I'll just go ahead and run us through the entire round so we know what's coming. First off is going to be push-ups from the ground, of course. I'd rather you stay on your toes and just focus on keeping that core contracted. Don't really worry about your range. If you don't do push-ups, you'll stay on your back and do a chest press. I've done several of those over the years. After the push-ups, we'll do the dips. And if you don't do dips, you can do kickbacks. I know it's just sometimes weird pressure on the shoulders. After that, we'll do our shoulder taps. So you plank and then tap. Hand to opposite shoulder. If you don't do those, you can either do air jabs or weighted jabs. So grab your 8s or 5s, 3s, whatever. After shoulder taps, we're going to do an underarm or an under grip, reverse grip, straight arm fly, back fly. So you're going to hinge forward. If hinging hurts your low back, you can always sit, especially since we have that box on the ready. Okay, so in a reverse grip, you're just going to pull those arms straight back, getting into your rhomboids, into those shoulder blades, muscles on the upper back. After that, we're going to go an overhead press. If you don't push your arms up overhead, then you can stay in an upright row. Then we're going to do a locomotive, which is going to be funky with only 8-pound weights, but I think it's going to build up for the minute. And an overhead pull. So you're going to be on your back. I'll probably hold both weights, and you're going to reach your arms way overhead, straight arms, pushing low back into the ground, using the core to help pull back overhead. And then we're going to finish our set with a plank, forearm plank. If you don't plank, you can bird dog or bear pose. And we're going to go 2 rounds. So let's start off with a little bit of shoulder stretch, back stretch, mobility. Use your box, or if you don't have the box, you can just set your hands on the ground and then just drop your chest inside those arms, push up out, and then drop back in. Good. Keep your left arm on the box, slide your right arm under. Now let's go to the other side. Right arm on the box, slide your left arm under, and then bring your elbows to the box. You can also keep your elbows on the ground and just pull your arms behind. So let your chest drop to the ground. Perfect. All right, forget about that box a second. And we're going to go into thread the needle. We're going to do 3, and then on our 4th, we'll hold under. So a little twist through that thoracic spine. 2, 3, 4th one, and then tuck and hold. Keep your booty up in the air. Just get that pressure on the outside of the shoulder. And then let's go to that other side. Lift and tuck. Feel that stretch through the back as well. Engage into that belly. Okay, this is our 4th. Tuck it down and hold. All right. Sit back on your heels, grab your hands behind your back, open the chest. So we're going to get our timer going. We're going to start with that 1-minute set of push-ups. See how it goes. I'm anticipating having to take a couple breaks. That's okay. Get what you can out of it. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the journey. Ready, set, and go. Whatever style of push-up you like. I'm just going to hit up standard myself. Find your pace. Find your range. Think of your push-up like a moving plank, right? So you set your plank first, and then you drop, and then you push. Strong back, strong core. Push that ground away from you. Get that chest involved. 4 seconds. Time. All right, hinge back. Take a nice little child's pose. Reach those arms out in front. Let's get our box set up. Move into our dips or your kickbacks. Here we go. 1 minute. So have your hips drop straight under your shoulders. Keep pulling your belly button back toward your spine. Keep your chest really lifted. Try to roll those shoulders back. Keep your elbows pinched together or toward one another. Won't really pinch together, I guess. 17 seconds. Burn those triceps. Focus there. Make sure you don't get sloppy. Come on. Time. Oh. All right. Another little stretch. Mobility. We're going to be going into a high plank. Setting up for those shoulder taps. 3, 2, and 1. Tap it up. Your pace is up to you. The arms are definitely noodly by now. Want to try to shift in those hips as minimally as possible. Pull your tricep to point back towards your toes. Find that bracing and flexion through your back. Flex your glutes. Tuck your tailbone under. Keep that core strong and flexed to help support. 14 seconds. Oh. Ooh, feel that core connect. All right, shift back. Now we're going to shift into our weighted sets. Okay, we're going to get that reverse grip flag. Lift the chest, belly strong. Try to keep your back flat. Try to keep that core locked. Try to keep your neck relaxed. Engage your back. This can hit the triceps, but if you really think and watch your back and feel like that's what's pulling those arms up, getting that pinch between the wings, then you can get her done. Come on, we're going for arm stamina, arm fatigue, pushing through the burn. 4 seconds. Time. Whew. Yes, 8s are plenty. Stretch one arm across. We're going to get our overhead press next. 3 seconds. Lock in through that core. Again, press through the back. Feels good. I think last week we were pressing like 25s here, but only 5 reps-ish. So it's good. Switch it up. Change it around. Still building muscle. Still building strength. It's all good. High reps, low weight. Low reps, high weight. Whew. Lock that core. Press with the back. Time. Wow. Locomotive. My arms feel quite noodly. We have 2 left, and then our plank. 1 foot a little bit forward, 1 foot just tucked back. Lock into the core here. Small little rotation in your mid-back. Keep the neck relaxed. Build into that core. Build into that back. Halfway. Switch your legs if you'd like. Keep your chest toward the ground. Lift the chest up off your rib cage. Tighten the abdomen. Hang in there. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Overhead pull. Make sure you have space behind you. You're going to keep your hips on the ground. We're going to keep our arms straight. Give your low back presses into the ground. Again, space between your ears and shoulders. See if you can tuck your pelvis and drive that low back into the ground without flexing your glutes. So sometimes we tuck that pelvis by clenching our booty cheeks. So keep those relaxed and use the abdomen, the core, interior muscles of the core to hold that low back into the ground and keep your pelvis neutral to your shoulders. I always loved how these feel. That upper back grab, that core, heat, time. All right, stay here a second. Open your arms into that goalpost. Oh. All right, flip it over. Get set up for your plank. 3, 2, and go. Now plank can definitely hit the shoulders. So try to figure out how to find support and flexion through the back. So if you kind of push into the forearms, lift a bit, and then tuck in. Almost feel like you're hollowing out your armpits. I am shaking like a leaf. Very good. Find that core. Hold your flexions. Stamina, strength. Let's see, 17 to go. Tighten up under that rib cage. Keep that tailbone tucked. Time. All right, push-ups are next. One at a time, 1 minute at a time. 5 seconds. 3, 2, here we go. Keep locked through that belly. Oh, 25 seconds. Oh, much harder than that first round. All right, I'm gonna hit knees. Push with that chest. Oy. All right, let's see how those triceps hold up. Get those arms stretched real quick. 3, 2, and go. Find that flexion into the core. Stay out of the neck. Open that chest. Roll those shoulder heads back. "15 seconds. Try to keep those hips back toward the box. Time. Tough but fun. Noodle arms. So good. Oy, 3 seconds. We're gonna hit that those shoulder taps. Here we go. Find your plank. Flex through that core. Gotta make sure I'm set. Don't want to collapse. Fall on my face. Remember, you're in air jabs. Little punches in the air if this doesn't work for you. Try to keep those shoulders over the wrists. Tighten that core. Flex into those shoulders. Stability in the back. 12 seconds. Find a downward facing dog. Stretch your neck and shoulders. Okay. Reverse grip flies. Whew. Underhand grip. Drop that chest forward. Try your best not to let the upper body move, just the arms. Tighten the core. Focus on your back. Keep your neck neutral. 27 seconds to go. Try to keep those hips neutral. One at a time. Push into that burn, push into that heat. Make sure your neck stays out of it. 3, 2, and 1. Oy. Okay, overhead press. Oh, this is fun, fun, fun. 3, 2, and go. Figure out how it works for you to mentally connect. Is it better to count through? Just chunk it down, 5 at a time, 10 at a time. Is it better to go, okay, I got one more. Yep, one more. Or just push in, stay locked, keep it going till you hear that timer. Seven seconds. Good work, good work. Stretch it out, pull that one arm across. Locomotive. Totally do this one. 5 seconds. Work it into the back. Here we go. Flex the core. Make sure that you're focused on your back and core as opposed to the arms. Doesn't really matter. Your arms really shouldn't be much of a focus point here. Should be your back. Switch your legs if you'd like. 20 seconds to go. Self-flex into your back. Hang in there. 5 seconds. Time. That overhead pull, I'm very excited for. On the ground. Find a little goalpost first. Those arms. Let them stretch. Okay, get your weights ready. Smack that low back into the ground. Reach overhead. Pull right up over your chest. So you want to be able to keep your arms straight. And the moment that your elbows want to bend to help get your weights toward the ground, that's your stopping point. So the arms need to stay straight. Straight, straight, straight. So then you're packing into that back, packing into the core. Tighten your rib cage on itself, driving your low back toward the ground. Overhead pull, ab ripper, core activator, whatever you want to call it. It's back and core. Lots of core. Space between ears and shoulders. Time. All right. We're going to hit up that plank. Get a little stretch. Flare through that back. 3, 2, and go. 1 minute. What does it mean to you if I say clean up your plank? What little adjustments What connection could you flex into just a little deeper? Relax your forehead, your jaw. Press into the forearms. Pull the forearms back toward the toes. Hollow your armpits. Tighten behind your armpits. Tighten under the rib cage. Focus on that low belly drag. Flex your glutes. Pull your kneecaps up towards your thighs. Press back through those heels. And we made it. Whew. All right. That was fun. All right, reach those arms way out in front. So, wanted a good little bit of time to get some arm mobility and stretch when we are done here. So, let's start with a scorpion. So, start on your belly and put your right arm out straight from you at a 90-degree angle and your armpit palm on the ground. Bend your left knee, push your foot up toward the ceiling, and then roll all the way over until that left foot can stand on the ground, your knees up in the air, and you're stretching the front of the shoulder, your pec on that right side, and you may feel stretch in the back. If you can, rest your head. All right, we're going to roll it over. And then switch to the other side. Put your left arm out, palm on the ground, bend your right foot or right knee, lift up, and then roll over. Plant your right foot on the ground, open up, get that stretch through your pec and shoulder on that left side. Had a lot of different formats, a lot of different ways of getting through our half-hour sessions. So maybe take a little bit of a think back if you can and figure out what your favorite formatting is, or maybe take some notes. All right, we're going to lay on our left side. Take some notes on what your favorite sessions have been. So stack your knees up, stack your hands up. We're just going to open our book. So bring your arm all the way up and over and across. So now you're twisted, and then bring it back down. We're going to do one more time like that. Open up and over. So it's good to know which workouts you really enjoyed, so that maybe if you hit a day where you're not as motivated, okay, now you're going to make a little rainbow all the way up behind your head, your thumb scraping the ground, open, and then back around. So if you're lacking a little motivation or drive for one day, go back and hit one that you really enjoyed, a favorite. Okay, twist to the other side. Stack your knees. Stack your hands. Okay, open that left arm up. Open all the way. And then back down. Make sure that your neck is relaxed. All the way open. Back down. Perfect. Okay, then we're going to do our little rainbow. Scrape your thumb along the top. And open. Everyone's different. Everyone has a different method of motivation and inspiration. But I think that we all can kind of learn from each other's experiences. So I know for me, when I was first getting into consistent, committed, quote, gym or workout exercise, so, different from construction or farm work or sports, the more I didn't want to do something in my head, I thought, you know what, the more that you need it. So hardest part on those days is just showing up. So show up, see what happens, be gracious. All right, this may work for you, this may not. So just find whatever, stop at whatever point starts to not feel good. So this is your starting point. Open the chest, stretch to the fronts of the shoulders. If you'd like, go ahead and push up. So reverse bridge. Push those hips as high as you can, then bring your your hips toward your calves. The goal is to stretch to those shoulders, bring it back a little bit, and then forward. Stretch the fronts of those shoulders, and then slowly lower your hips. Nice job. All right, we'll take just a little bit of a seat. Grab those triceps. I don't know about you. Mine are smoked. Other side. Grab those hands behind. Lift the shoulders. All right, and then let's get that wonderful pigeon. Flip it around. If pigeon doesn't work for you, hit your figure 4 from your back. Square those hips off. Before we switch to the other side, just rotate outside that front leg. Push into the hands. Hopefully your arms will still support you a bit. Bring that left leg forward. Fantastic job. Tough but doable, second by second, minute by minute. Twist over that front leg. All right, let's sit back on our heels. Just stretch through the neck really quick. I hope that it didn't get bound up today, but still always nice to get a little stretch through those scalenes. The lizard neck, as some of my friends call it. Tuck the chin in. We want giraffe necks. Extension, or turtlenecks. Just feeling that space between dropping the shoulders. So remember, dropping those shoulders back really gets done if you have strength in your back and mobility and you're not too tight in your pecs. All right, you all are amazing. I'll see you tomorrow. Just a couple left.